Hey guys, very good morning and welcome to a new episode of the Trading Academy. So another fun episode, which is going to be my trade of the week, a dollar-yen short, which banked me approximately 4%. So if you want to learn exactly how I took this trade, make sure to stick with us and let's dive straight in. So to begin with, of course, we have the daily time frame, because what I always like to do is when trading, I always go from the daily back down to the 4 hour, back down to the 1 hour, and then to the 30 or 15 minute time frame. So currently looking at the daily time frame, what we can see is that we're situated within a downtrend. So how did I identify that? Well, what you can see is essentially that you have this high, this low, this lower high, then a lower low, and then what I was waiting for was a new lower high to be formed. Yeah, so daily is bearish and therefore I was looking for some potential shorts. Furthermore, we of course had this ascending trend line which we broke, retested it, made another impulse, and now what I'm trying to do is trade the next retracement of the break retest impulse from that major daily ascending trend line. So I was looking for shorts, so let's go to the 4 hour time frame and see if those shorts were available. And essentially they were, because what you can see is that if this was an entire impulse on the daily, and it was, what we can then start looking for is for that retracement to take place. So of course what you can say is that the 4 hour is bullish. Why would the 4 hour be bullish? Well, this is your impulse, your pullback, your impulse, and then what you can see essentially is that this entire impulse in towards the highs takes out this high. However, and let me delete this for you, the daily always takes precedence over the 4 hour time frame. So even though the 4 hour is bullish, the daily is bearish, and the daily is stronger than the 4 hour, and therefore we always take into consideration that we want to stick with the daily bias. Furthermore, the 4 hour price action was pointing us further downwards. And why was that? Well, look at the current market structure. We have our 1, our 2, and essentially our third touch. Over here, you could adjust it like this. Sometimes you just have to be a little bit discretionary. That's how trading works. Sadly, you can't always be fully mechanical. So looking at the ascending price action, what we could then see is that we started to break, right? So once that break was occurring, I was already waiting and I already knew in my mind, okay, well, what I want to do is I want to take the first break retest setup, which could be a potential head and shoulders. So left shoulder, head, right shoulder, to then short it all the way back down in towards this area of demand. So then going back, I already made my plan for myself. So I went back to the 1 hour, and on the 1 hour I saw a very clean impulsive break of this ascending trend line. Therefore I already knew, okay, well, this is the moment I want to start looking for some shorts. So what I did was I set my fib in. I just have to adjust the fib. So I set my fib in, and after that I was just waiting for the correction to happen. So as we can see, we have the 618 correction. What I did is I went in towards the 15, and what you can then see is that the market structure that we were seeing was ascending. And what do we know from ascending? Ascending price action is bearish. So therefore all I did was I was waiting for that 618 and for a fake out on my swing high, which I got. So I took a short entry on the 618 alongside the swing high, and my goal was to target the lows once again with my stop loss just above structure over here. So after that position was set, I let it run, and what I did essentially was that and let me just press the play button for you guys, waited, and once price was consolidating over there, I was able to take my profits over here for around 4%, because I took profits at the swing low, which I often like to do, because what you'll see is that price can just fake out on the swing low and reverse back up in towards the highs. Luckily I didn't set it to break even yet over there. I just let it run, and as we can see, a beautiful trade for approximately 4.3%. So to be honest, that was my trade of the week. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you have any questions whatsoever, feel free to join our Discord server. Link is in the description down below. Furthermore, don't forget to follow us on Instagram. Link is also in the description down below, and I hope you all have a great weekend. Thanks guys.